Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Spirit Medium Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. This is me, Laura. Welcome to this radio show, Soul Abundance, I like to call it. Why do I call it that? Because your soul is the path to abundance. There is a website for this show called spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can actually watch a live video feed of me in front of my computer, looking rather foolish and silly. So if you like to watch the show rather than just hear it, which you can do on Blog Talk Radio, then you go to spiritmediumtv.com, go to the bottom of that page, and there you will find me looking rather foolish. There is a phone number to call to get into the reading queue. That's area code 347-945-5849. And everything I'm saying now is on spiritmediumtv.com. There's the link to Blog Talk Radio there. There's the show schedule there, which is Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The phone number to get a reading is there. You can watch past shows from by clicking on a link there, and so on and so forth. You can learn how to get a discount on a private session with me, 25% discount. That's item 1 on Spirit Medium TV. There's also how to be in to win a private session with me. That's item 2 on spiritmediumtv.com, discusses that. And if you're listening today and you did call in, which is 347-945-5849, you can actually jump the gate. This is kind of cute. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. That is item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. Item 4 is how to get certified, a 4-month program, something I've written called the Soul Psychic Healer Master Certification Program. And it's a good program. You'll see there are testimonials and so on and so forth about it. And it's a wonderful program. I always like to make a testimonial or provide a testimonial during the show. Let's see if I can pull up a testimonial for you. Let's see here. I went through the trouble of putting a new one on today. This is from Lisa Carr, who attended a mediumship circle yesterday. Thank you so very much. I'm planning to come back in the future, spend more time with you. Everyone was pleased, and I know some of us will be scheduling more one-on-one time with you. It was so emotional and so worth it, and she wants to hear more from the other side. Thank you again. It was so nice to get that, because actually that particular thing was a few things went wrong during the event. Some of them I'm still like thinking about and digesting. Some of them are rather troubling, but hopefully I can push all that out of my mind. And it was so nice to get that from her. And if she hears this radio show at some point in the future, she'll know what I mean by that. Nice to get positive feedback when everything else was sort of crazy. All right. And so that's our testimonial. I don't have any upcoming events right now. I'm not sure if I will have any. I have to call somebody about that, by the way. Need to remember that. We had a contest winner for November, which I already announced. And we're going to now go to our focus subject. And so the focus subjects are coming from the blog posts on the right side of my website. Just wrote one about toxic relationships today. Wrote another one, I think it was Sunday, how to be happy alone or with someone. A lot of us live our whole life wondering when are we going to find that special someone, and we kind of feel we're not happy unless we have that person. That's what I'm going to talk about today. If you're listening to this at a future time, just put in the search box a little bit above the recent posts, put in the search box, how to be happy alone, or you can select the category, how to be happy alone, and you will come to this particular article. And let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, all I need to do is come here and go like this so I can have my prompting. Hold on. How to be happy alone is a worthy subject, right? Every day, I believe any of us who are not in a relationship might feel very challenged, perhaps very unhappy, and not having a relationship. I have friends like that. I had one girlfriend, if all she used to do was, she seemed very unhappy until she got a relationship. Then she was happy for a period of time, and then if it didn't work out, she wasn't happy again. But there's something about this that needs to be explored, because the opposite could be true. See, you ever hear the saying, I love men, but I can't live with them and I can't live without them. And the opposite is, I love women, but I can't live with them and I can't live without them. Well, the first person that you should live with, that you should appreciate, so that you can have a good relationship with other people, is yourself. If you can't have a good relationship with yourself, and sometimes that is rather challenging, I must add, but if you can't have a good relationship with you first, when you enter into a relationship, all those dark sides of you are inevitably going to be affected, tapped into. You ever hear the saying, how this person just touches my buttons? All your buttons will be triggered. And each relationship will trigger different things, but there is a magnetic pull to attract someone who is going to ignite your buttons until your buttons have been dealt with. Okay? So it is a worthy effort to work on being happy first with yourself, with your own life, so that when you enter into a relationship, you will be more patient. You will be more self-sufficient for meeting your needs, because another person cannot make you happy. Only you can make you happy. And the more you know that, the better your life will be, alone or with someone. And one of my favorite techniques to be happy is the soul abundance method. That's a little book I wrote based on my own life. By the way, when I wrote the book, I still hadn't had my karmic relationship, the one that touched all my buttons. But since then, well, I had met that relationship, but I hadn't really gotten into it deep enough. In any event, it fits everything, every kind of relationship, this whole idea of soul abundance. And soul abundance is about you. It's about aligning with your negative energy, letting go of it, so that you can open to what you really are supposed to do in life. Usually each of us is a karmic pattern. We fall into problematic relationships over and over again until we work out, if we want to. We may never work it out. But if we have a desire to grow, if we pray for growth, if we pray to learn or understand what the lessons are and release them, excuse me, all of a sudden my throat is tickling me. I hope maybe this means that the subject I'm talking about is true. Hold on for a second while I drink a little water. But we all have our karmic pattern, and if you want to let go of the pattern so that you can open to who you really are and vibrate that frequency, you will emerge as a soul or spiritual being having a physical experience, and that's when you're happy alone. Doesn't mean that you're not going to want to be with someone. It merely means that you can be with someone now, and you can be with somebody in a very constructive way, very satisfying way, and gain from the relationship the things that are there to be had. And a relationship is there not to complete you, but to enhance you, okay, to maybe mirror who you are, maybe share things with, but to complete you means that you're incomplete, and when you're incomplete, you're subject to conflicting with this other person. Your buttons are ready to be activated, if you will. So there's an article on the website, How to Be Happy Alone, and you can find it at future time by simply searching for that on the right sidebar. Or if you're looking at it now, you could read it later. There's channeling on this, but do I have time to do that? I can read a little bit of it, but I'm also going to go now into our meditation and our live channeling for group message. Okay, so down at the bottom, this is nice. This is a nice little bit of channeling. It is not hard or difficult to be happy. It is difficult to be sad. It takes far more energy to wear a frown than to smile. Try it and you will see. So our first idea, these are the guides I'm channeling, about being happy is to act happy. Then happiness follows. You can start with a smile, then continue with posture, and before you know it, it is a song from your mouth slipping through. Happiness is as happiness does. Dream about your future. Sing about your life. Be happy in the moment of now, the action of now. Sing, dance, play. Listen to yourself more. Give yourself what you want as best you can from your existing circumstances. Each time you do not hear yourself call out for help or something you desire, you're ignoring your soul. Ignoring yourself and your soul and what you want can provide a breeding ground for despair. So it's extremely important to hear yourself and then make plans for how your dreams will be fulfilled. Okay, sounds good to me. Being happy alone is a matter of listening to self and then carrying out steps to bring solution to that which you desire. So happiness alone is desire fulfilled. Be happy alone by becoming who your soul wants you to be. Listen to your heart. Make plans to live in accordance with that which you desire starting today. If you feel unhappy alone, it is because you're not hearing and fulfilling yourself. And then the add-on to this is very important add-on. Once you're happy, you may end up, here it is, the deeper you go in learning, living, and this is not a channel thing, this is part of what I wrote. The deeper you go in learning, living, and loving, the more magnetic you become. A fulfilled person attracts happiness and happy people. Very simple. So make your life as exciting as it can be. Then one day, as you were throwing out the garbage, you'll meet your new love unexpectedly at the dumpster. You'll be wearing your slippers with your hair all messed up, but the night sky will inspire you to comment to your new neighbor there beside you. A passionate conversation will ensue about the North Star this time of year. Be passionate and you will attract passion. Be happy and you will attract happiness. Suffering is for those who choose to live on the surface. Dig deep into yourself and happiness will emerge. Well, some nice ideas. You may differ, you may argue with them. That's fine. I'm not here to dictate any kind of ideas about any of this. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to be doing a couple of other side connections in a moment. And thanks, Susie, honey. And oh, goodness gracious, excuse me. Between choking and yawning, I'm making a spectacle of myself this evening, and not a good one at that. So everybody listening, we're going to do a group message now, then I'll get to the phone lines. I will be favoring other side connections first, and then I will be going to, and Susie, honey, I don't have any other side connections, so if you could go to 619 and check that out, it would be very much appreciated. I have one person, but that line was dropped for some reason. I don't know where she went. Okay. And the other one is not. I'm not sure if I will do other side for her. Okay, so for everybody listening, if you would please sit back in your respective locations, in your chair or your bed or whatever, on your couch, uncrossing your arms and legs, and breathing from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed, letting go of any control you feel over your situation, releasing any anger or despair that you might have about your life, asking for spirit to come in now through your breath from your abdominal area. Breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply. If you are looking for another side connection, please ask your loved one or loved ones now to join us in the psychic room. If you are looking for answers to your own life and your life questions, please get those cleared in your mind. If you want healing, think about that as well. While you're focusing on what you need, I'm going to do the prayer silently. I will be back in a second. And now what I need you to do on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into the space around us your energy. I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. Magical, mystical time of year. I hear these words in my head. Okay, hold one moment while I bring in the guides and I do some channeling. We are here. We are the ones. We've come in to join all of you during this glorious time of year. It is the time of year when one is more friendly to others. It is the time of year where good cheer should be replacing remorse, anger, hatred, and negative emotions. However, it is also the time of year where those types of emotions seem to surface more than other times. People can feel more alone this time of year. People can feel more upset this time of year. People may feel more ill this time of year. People may have less energy this time of year. It is a time of year of high expectations. And with expectations, we can also have failure. We would like to suggest to you not to have expectations, but rather to be accepting of everything that comes in, good, bad, or neutral. Get with the flow, go with the flow, enjoy each moment as it is now. Do not expect extra love at the holidays. Do not expect extra food at the holidays. Do not expect extra joy at the holidays. Rather, expect more attention to your life, yourself, and others. Be more present. Be more aware. Live in the moment of now. Ask for forgiveness if needed. Ask to be forgiven or ask that others forgive you if needed. This is a time of year to be more spiritual, more humble, more centered, more giving, more loving. It is a time of year to give rather than to receive. For in the giving, you will receive, you will be getting. In the giving, you will let go of expectations. When one approaches situations from a perspective of how is my light shining to you, one will receive more in the end. Do not do that to receive. Do that to be clear energetically. Being clear energetically allows you to move at a higher frequency, a higher flow. And in the higher flow and higher frequency of being clear without expectations, one receives more. Namaste. Good message for all of us. Thank you, Susie. Honey, I appreciate that. Okay, I am going to go to, well, it looks like whoever it was that definitely wanted an other side connection has left. I don't know where she went. So thank you, Susie B, for that, honey. I'm going to go to Donna, who I felt had an other side connection as well as she has a life question. So we'll see what happens. The reason I'm a little hesitant, Donna, Donna.
Hi, Laura.
Is because somebody's not asking me for another side connection, and I'm volunteering it. At times, the connection could be a little bit weak because you weren't asking for it. But I'm going to see. I'm going to sniff around, and maybe,
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe we'll come up with both things for you, darling. Okay. Sometimes when I feel it, Yeah, sometimes when they feel a father energy around someone and they really are asking for life reading or reading about things going on in their own life right now, it's because money issues are going on or survival issues. You know, father energy is also protection. Let me just see what we get. Donna at 8:05. Donna 8:05. Donna. Okay, yeah, well, there's more of a message about you, about a karmic relationship or issue you're dealing with from the past that keeps coming up in the home or the household, and you're really not sure how to change the pattern or how to deal with it now. That's the kind of information I'm getting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask you to give me the life question, honey. Okay? Just go ahead and give me that.
Well, I wanted to know about a relationship coming in because I'm just tired of being by myself. It's been too many years, and I don't have kids or anything. I'm all by myself, and I'd like to have that special companion.
Sure. And so they said it's a karmic issue that keeps coming up in the household, meaning I guess this is a systemic thing over and over again. Maybe you have people come in and they go out, and people come in and they go out, so you're not finding anyone you want. All right, let's see what we could do with this. Is Donna finding love? Yes or no? Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. But you have to leave something go from the past. They're telling me something from the past is kind of holding you back. I don't know what it is right now. Let's see if I can figure it out, and then we'll get to how you're going to pull in the new person. Okay, they're telling me that there was a person in the past who, and it could be many different kinds of people. It could be a lover, it could be a father figure to you, it could have been the way you were raised. I don't know yet, but I hear the mess, and even a mother issue. That there's an issue of you being over-controlled and told what to do in the past. Would you understand that, or can you relate to that, please?
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason that Spirit is bringing this up is because it's a hidden fear. It becomes a belief system that prevents you. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. And then once we talk about it and release it, I'm going to see if it's sitting in any energy center in the body, heart center mostly. Okay, the heart center is holding that, meaning the heart chakra. And it's a sadness. Like you're a kind person, you're a giving person, you're a sweet person. I hear the words, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that.
Right.
And people who have been overly controlling or brutal or damaging to you and your self-esteem and everything else, it just sits there energetically. So what I'm going to do is very quickly release that with your understanding of it. I'm just going to send in energy. You can do that with me, thinking of your chest, your heart area now, and sending in light, green light with me. We go through the heart area as if we're nourishing it and clearing it. Old systemic patterns and belief systems are now being released by Spirit so that you may now, Donna, be open and at from a clear space to attract in a loving relationship. The karmic relationship of the past is now released permanently. You're now healed and ready to move forward. Although you were not realizing that it had you, the toxic residues of the past had you, you now know that they have had you and you've released them. So moving forward, let's go there. 8:05 Donna. Where do we see her going now? So that now that you've released all that, you will be able to attract somebody new into your life. It will not take that long. Be aware that at times you're worried about that, your space, owning your space, having your space, and not allowing anyone to infringe or control upon you. As you proceed forward with this awareness, you will be able to relinquish some of your own control issues, which now are in place or have been in place, which have been preventing you. Be more trusting and be more allowing. Look for partnership and friendship first, and you will find that master person, that wonderful, masterful person will be coming in the near future. I do see, oh really, Spirit? A karmic relationship from the past could return for a period of time. I see a person, so they're saying somebody from the past could return for a period of time. That would be the one we just were talking about. And that would allow you to kind of go through it again. It's not going to, I don't feel it would stay, but it would you'd kind of revisit it for a period of time to just be done with that stuff, if you understand what I mean. And then after you move through that, there'll be somebody else coming in. I can't see the other person right now. All I can see is energy, brightness, newness to that, and that you will be very pleased with the outcome. So just to summarize, I see somebody in around January coming in that used to be in your life or will repeat a pattern. It may not be exactly him, will repeat that pattern again. After that, after you deal with it with a healed self and a more aware self, it won't last very long. It will pass through your life, and then the new person will be coming in. Just like something new that has to happen before the next one comes in, and then I see that next one coming in. So just do what you've been doing. I don't feel that there's anything needed to change in the way you've been dealing with life and living and meeting people and loving issues, other than the thing we talked about, which was a hidden kind of thing, which you weren't aware was affecting you. Make sense?
Oh, totally. Yes. You're incredible.
Oh,
yeah.
All right,
Thank
sweet.
you very much.
All right, love. You have a beautiful, beautiful day, honey, and I wish you well in your search for your love partnership.
Thank you, and I felt so much healing in that. And thank you very much, Laura, and happy holidays to you.
Thank you, love. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Let me see who else is there that might be waiting for an other side connection. Okay, do see Nathaniel. I'm just a little hesitant, Nathaniel, to give you another side connection. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing, Nathaniel?
Good. Hi.
Hi, love. Hi. Reason I'm a little hesitant is because I brought in, a number of people that you knew, and after a while, unless there's any real reason, the well runs dry, if you will. So I'll give it a look. See, we'll see who comes in. Take a moment, just silently call in somebody or a few people, and we'll see if we can pick up a vibration, Nathaniel. Okay,
All right.
There is a mother figure coming in for you. I know that I brought someone in before that well, there's two women I brought in before. One was a music teacher. One was a mother figure. And then there was another one which was really unusual. And that was literally, Nathaniel, literally, I don't know if I really made it that clear that day, but literally Roosevelt, Eleanor Roosevelt. And she, I'm just going to go over that for a moment before we go forward. But she wanted, I looked up later on the whole thing and everything she was about, because she was lecturing us and you about human rights. And I had no idea who, really what she stood for, but actually she began the whole effort in the United States of a look at human rights. She couldn't have begun all of it, but a lot of it. And there was an aspect of human rights from many different perspectives, not just race, but also sexual orientation and a gamut of other things. And she was the first person to head that up for the United Nations, that effort of human rights. Isn't that interesting? And she gave you a lecture on that. Yeah, okay. And then there was your music teacher, and then there was your mother. So there is a woman popping in now. For some reason or other, she shows me her stomach is really big, but particularly in the abdomen area. Now, remember, this could be a friend, it could be a teacher, it could be your mother, it could be grandmother, it could be a number of different people. She sits before me, and her abdomen is distended and seems to be more bloated than even her stomach area, if you will. She also has a little bit of trouble with her legs. She might have had a bit of a bow leg. I know it sounds weird, Nathaniel. What can I do? I got to give you what I'm getting, love. Her legs seem to kind of curve out a little bit from under her. She also looks like she would have had trouble with her teeth and might have even need to wear false teeth, as she's showing me that her mouth now is without teeth at the moment, just that the lips go in a little bit. She's more on the squatty side. She's not real tall. She looks a little bit wider in the torso. She wears a hat. She's got white hair. She's got a full nose. Let me see, a longer nose. And I'm going to see if she wants to give me any more information, and then I will come back to you in a moment. Do you want to speak to us, please? I love you very much, Nathaniel. You took care of me for a long time before I left Earth, before I passed. You are very kind to me, very, very sweet and gentle to me. I know that I was a problem for you because you wanted to get out on your own with your friends, but I held you back. You did everything you could to help me, and I really appreciate that. Oh, really? Well, who are you, please? I'm asking her. Okay, okay. She says she's your mother. Okay, now does any of that description fit your mother, please?
You know, it could be my mother's mother, but I see it's either my brother's mother or mother.
Okay. I didn't really say too much, but the nose is a little stronger. She looks very old in this particular picture that she's giving me of herself. And it could be her nose looks a little stronger because she took her teeth out. Did Mom have a problem with her teeth, please?
You know, my mom had her teeth, but my grandma, I think you're really describing my grandma. So she can refer to me as my mother as well.
Okay.
Technically she is, but she's my grandma.
That's fine. And did she have
I remember she had white hair and false teeth and bow legs and kind of short and stout.
That's her then. Wow. The only thing that might be a little strange. Well, I don't know what you would have had to do with her care. Maybe you were affected by her being ill. Maybe your mother had to take care of her and it affected you. But she was saying something about that. Would you have been involved at all as she got much older that would have affected you in some way? Because, that's your grandma, not your mother.
Yeah, I might have done something, but I think that might be some kind of combination thing. So I don't know, when my mom got cancer when I was 20, so I don't know if they're merging together kind of, or,
No, they're not merging together because this is very distinctive features. She's got bow legs. I'm going to go to something else in a moment. The bigger nose because the teeth are out. These very specific. Okay, and the stockier or wider bill, and the hair is white. It's a little messed up around her face. She looks very like she's lived to an advanced age, and she says something about her illness or her care affected you in some way. So I don't know. If your mother died when you were 20, you might have been around when your grandmother. Did your grandmother outlived your mother? Then is that it, love?
She died when I was about 18 to 17 or 18. My mom really didn't hang on long after she left.
All right. Well, let's not focus on that too much. There's also something going on with the abdomen that is very troubling to me for Grandma. There's a distendedness there of the abdomen and a bloatedness there, and there's something to do with. Okay, she's going to tell me what it is. Karmic release of toxins in her system. They were lodged in her intestines for a while. Finally, she released them, but she was always having problems. You may not know this, but she had stomach problems, particularly intestinal problems. Yeah. She's telling me this. She had a lot of bloating, and she had a lot of problems with her stomach and her bowels. They gave her a lot of problems. Your mother... something about your mother's related. Your mother had them also. So now we're going to go to your mother because I think what she's doing is foreshadowing something that's in her body, but your mother also had. Hold on. Mother was sick too in the bowel area. Your mother had problem with her bowels as well. Do you know if your mom had any problems with her stomach, honey, or bowels, please?
Probably. She did get lung cancer, and then it went into esophagus cancer, and then it went to stage 4 or something. So it's a stomach cancer or something too.
All right. Well, there's something to do with stomach and bowels here is very important. I don't know. Grandma shows me this, so I will honor it. She says, okay, now she's ready. Huh? What was that, darling? Nathaniel, what'd you say?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. She's going into a personal message for you now, okay? You need to take care of yourself, Nathaniel, better care of your health. You need to get out more with friends. You've been around the house too much lately. You've been really alone a lot. She says she'd like to see you be more gregarious, be out with friends, having fun. Oh, she's cute, your grandma. She says, you're not getting any younger. She says, she says, what are you waiting for? Get out and have some fun already. She says, she says, each day is precious. Okay, each day is precious. She says, you know what I mean about this, and I won't say anything more to reveal your secrets to the world. She says, but you do need to take more time for yourself to have fun and get out and have a big hullabaloo, have a big celebration, get out, have fun with your friends, drink, party, have fun. You're not doing that. You're being very serious and very morose about your life on Earth, and you're tending to focus in on the negatives, not the positives. She says it's really, in the end, it's really all about what joy you can get out of each moment. So she's not being sympathetic to you being like, sad. She wants you to get out and have fun.
All right.
Let me see if there's anything else there. No, basically that's it. She just gives you a big hug, big kiss. I don't feel a lot of warmth from her for you, or you for her. Maybe you weren't that close with her, but I do see the intention there to say something that should be helpful to you. Okay?
All right. Well, thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you, honey. You have a beautiful evening, Nathaniel. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm talking to him like he's in my time zone, but it's only 4:35 for him, 7:35 where I am. Okay, I do have somebody who does want another side connection. That's GG or CC. And then I also have a lot of people waiting for life readings. So what I'm going to do now, since I've already done, I did one life reading, I do another one. I will go to CC, and then I will go to life readings, because I like to do at least 2 other side connections per show if I can. Hi, CC.
Hi, thank you.
How are you this evening, darling? Feeling good about yourself?
Yes, thank you. It's a Monday, so.
It's a Monday. Okay. I want you to take a moment to just call, not out loud, but silently to yourself, call in a soul from the other side that you're interested in. And I will take a look at your aura meanwhile. 713 CC. You're a very nice person, CC, Spirit is saying. Hold on. You're very strong in your outlook about life. I feel a mother figure for you. A mother figure for you. And there is a woman that sits here in the room, and she's holding 2 babies, one in each arm. She looks, well, she looks like an actress I've seen on TV or in movies and all, but I don't know the name of the actress. So I'm just going to give you the features. A rounder face, rounded to square face. Oh, she says her jawline was a little bit square, but there's a roundness there. She has, her skin is medium to dark. Not that dark, this is a medium complexion to a little darker. High cheekbones, a nice, a well-appointed nose, or even to the face. A straight bridge, flaring nostrils, full lips, big eyes. Bright eyes, big eyes, a kind and loving person. You held on to her to the end. You did not let her go easily to spirit. You weren't ready yet to release her when she was ready to go. She says she's sorry for how she dragged you through the muck with all of that. It wasn't easy for you and the children. I don't know what she means, honey, by that, but I always let them talk and give you the messages. I need to get 1 or 2 more things. I see the hair now is on the silver side. In other words, she gets old enough for the hair to be silver. Very pretty woman. Very, very pretty woman. The hair is close to the head. It's got some wave in it. Just shorter, maybe on the shorter side. It just looks closer to the head with wave in it. Salt and pepper. She's slender. She's not overweight. And I also feel that there's cancer here that's taking her away to spirit world. Okay. And there's 2 babies she holds in her hand, her arms. Okay, 1 on each side. They both look like little ones. That could mean something, but I don't know yet how to interpret it. So now, from what I've said, can you understand this person? For anyone you would know.
Yes. The only thing is I know through the description of who you described, yes, that the cancer part wouldn't resonate with that person, but I mean, what she had could qualify for the same things that cancer would do to you. So.
Oh, okay, fine. Now I want to say that I see the stomach bothering me and a little bit lower in her body. Would you understand that as a location for illness, please?
I think so.
All right.
I wasn't.
You weren't privy to that. That's fine. All right. You didn't have anything. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just add that in then. Maybe something to look up or validate later. Now she's showing me something else. For some reason, okay, now she's showing me younger, when she's younger, older, this and that, all these different things. I see her younger now. Oh my God, she's beautiful, beautiful. She has longer dark hair. She's wearing a little bit of a pillbox kind of hat, which would have been popular to wear in the late 50s, early 60s, something like that. And there she's got the babies. 2 babies. The 2 babies look so similar. They could be twins or they could be very close in age. Okay, I don't know if that has any relevance to you, but I just wanted to add that in. And is there anything else I could say, please, lovely woman, before I continue with Cece? I feel she's a mother figure to you, honey. Do you know that? Is that what you're getting on your end from what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, she was. Yeah.
All right. She's going to give us more information. First thing is, I love you very much. Second thing is, November is a very important time of year for me. She says that is when I lost my health and started to deteriorate significantly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and that's around the time you lost me. I went to Spirit around November or to early December.
Yes.
She says you never could really quite get over this loss. You've always held it in your heart and wondered about it with a woulda, coulda, shoulda attitude, like maybe there was something more that could have been done. See,
yes.
you do something's going on in the background there that's becoming very loud. Can you try to control that noise, honey? In the background, darling? Oh, good. It's got silent again. She says there was a woulda, coulda, shoulda about her illness and her passing, and she says you worry about or you think about that from time to time. And you said yes to that, but I wasn't sure if you were agreeing with it or what was going on.
Yes.
Okay,
yes, I was sorry. That was me.
Okay. She says there's nothing you could have done differently. She says it was her time to pass and transition to Spirit. She loves you dearly from the bottom of her heart and thanks you for all of the support and healing you tried to give her. She blesses you on your path and knows that you're making the right decisions about your own health and your own life. She says all things come to pass, including your own health, and she says you will get better soon. I don't know why she would be saying that. Health can be a broad term, could mean a lot of different things. Maybe it could just mean well-being or welfare, but she does use that wording that she sees you coming to terms with something and getting over something soon. Would you understand that, please?
Yes, I asked her a question earlier.
Oh, okay. So she's giving you the answer to your question, sweetheart. All right. Well, thank you so much, Cece, for coming in this evening, calling the show this evening. I'm thanking your mother or mother figure for coming in as well. Thank you so much, darling, and you have a beautiful day. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, love.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm trying to hang that up. There it goes. All righty, we're going to go to Vicki, who's got a life question. Hi, Vicki. How are you?
Laura, thanks for taking my call.
Sure. Thank you for calling into the show. We're so happy to have you. Is there...
Oh, thank you.
And so what I ask to do when we have questions about our lives is that you just give me the question without background. It gives you a better answer that way. So just try to give me just the question. If I need more information, I'll ask.
Relationship.
Okay, so I need a question. I pared you down to the bare bones, didn't I? Okay, so will you have a relationship, or is there a relationship you're asking about? If there is one, I need to know that.
No, there's no relationship.
Okay, so will you?
For one?
You're ready for one. All right. Vicki, okay, Vicki at 111. She's calling on Skype. Vicki, 111. Yes, a relationship is coming to you in the near future. You've heard about this before. I'm going to find out what they mean by that. You've heard about this person before, but you haven't met him yet. He will be coming into your life soon. And so he's sort of under wraps for now. He's sort of waiting in the sideline energetically. Now I'm going to ask Spirit what they mean by you've heard about this person. That can mean a few different things. Okay, you've heard about him from before. Other people have told you about him. He's sort of in your circle of friends, or you know of him. And I feel an interest on his part to meet you and make this contact. So you must have friends, you must have people you know, and maybe somebody in your circle that's interested in you. But that's what I hear is happening. Would that make any sense to you, please?
So someone in my circle, or someone I'm trying to see. So someone in my circle now, or
It's
friend of a friend of a friend.
It's somebody. Well, they said you've heard about him. Okay, so you may have heard, oh, this guy or something about him. Let me see if they mean you know him. You don't know him, but others you know him is what the answer is. So people that you know this person. He will be coming into your sphere more directly soon. There's an interest on his part to meet you. So somebody must have told him about you. Maybe you haven't told about him, but somebody told him about you, and you're going to be hearing about him soon. He will be coming in pretty easily in the near future, and you won't have to think about this very much. You won't have to worry about it very much. You will be hearing about him soon. So your answer is a pretty easy one. Relax, move forward, and this person's coming in.
Well, I've been relaxing for a long time. I've taken some time to do the work on myself. So, okay.
Yeah. Now, do you do any kind of sports or bowling or something that's a lighter sport? Do you do anything like that?
No, I do a lot of Zumba, so to speak.
Zumba's nice. Well, I'm seeing something that's like a social gathering. I see bowling for some reason, or something like that. So it could be anything. It could even be a table tennis tournament. Whatever it is, keep going to anything you're invited to that's social, and he'll be coming in that way for you. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Laura, and happy holidays to you. And I'll definitely reach out to you. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye, honey. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that's an interesting one. We'd all like to have that for our answer, right? Okay. Hi, Susie B. How you doing this evening? Okay, I'm going to Rosanna with a life question. And I'm getting stuffed up tonight. Hey, Rosanna, how you doing?
Actually, it's Roxana. Hi, how are you, Laura?
Oh, it's Roxana. Okay, let me just put that down there. Hold on one second. Good evening. Good evening. What can I do for you this evening, honey? What can I do for you this evening?
Very similar question. Do you see a long-term relationship for me next year?
Okay. This is for Roxana, long-term relationship. Hold on one second. I'm going to go silent for a moment. You're free right now. There's no one in your life, correct?
Well, I'm friends with a few people, but it's nothing romantic, as I understand it this time. So.
Yeah, because I just asked Spirit if you had anybody romantically, and the answer is no. So if you were wondering about any of them, the answer is no. All right, so let's see what happens after. There's a few friends of yours that you'd like very much. You have gone out with some of them in the past, but things have turned to friendship or platonic. You're happy with those particular people. But there is a new person coming in around the new year that will be asking you out on a date, and that you seem to know him from before, but it's not somebody you've gone out with. Another one, if something from before. Let me see if it's somebody coming back or just somebody that you know in your casual travels. Is somebody new, but new from asking you out. You've never dated him before, but he is somebody that you might know. Maybe you've just run into him here and there. This person will be coming in easily and with very good fortune and good luck. It's somebody that you've known from before, but you really never got close with, and you're going to run into him by accident when you're doing something else, and you wouldn't have planned it. You wouldn't have planned it, and this person will just come in like that. Even though I feel you are doing a lot of things to meet people, meet men or meet people to date, this is going to come in through a serendipitous coincidence. And this person is somebody you're supposed to meet. And those coincidences usually are not coincidences. They're sort of like soul setups, soul relationships or connections. So just relax. Continue doing what you're doing, but this person's going to just sort of come in by accident. You're going to like run into him when you're at the grocery store or getting lunch at a deli or at a bus stop, something like that. You wouldn't have been planning it, and you would have known him from something before. And that's what I see happening right after the New Year.
And Laura, again, I'm not interested in dating. I'm interested in a committed, like, real partner, something like that.
And it sounds to me like this person, as I said, and maybe you didn't hear me, is a soul connection, which is an important person.
Oh.
Okay, because it's like you knew him from somewhere else. You might have worked with him or met him through work, or you might have met him through something impersonal. Okay, and then if that's over with, whatever that happened, when it happened in the past and done, then you run into him, you bump into him again. And that's why I'm saying it's an important connection. It's coming unexpectedly in a way you didn't expect, you didn't set up. I feel you are a person that is trying to find somebody. You may be going on, maybe you're doing internet dating, or you're trying to look for people some way. But ironically, this person's coming in unexpectedly, and it is a special person. Okay?
And yeah, sure. And do you have any time frame for this meeting?
Okay, again, I said right after the New Year, January.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love.
And happy holidays to you, Laura.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Same to you. Bye-bye. Okay, going to Mary, who has a life question. Hi, Mary. How are you today?
Happy holidays. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, today's the night for saying happy holidays. Isn't that funny? I wonder what we're going to say when we get closer to the whatever. Well, we'll just keep saying it from now through like January 2nd. Okay, sweetheart.
Wow.
All right, so you have a life question. Go ahead and ask me your question, and don't give me a lot of background, darling.
I just moved from one location to another. I have a new roommate. I want to know how that's work out.
Okay. Well, as you say that, I feel so sad. I feel a really sad feeling like you must not want this roommate. Let's see how it's going to work out. Mary,
Yeah, I do it. I'm happier around her.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Well, maybe it's me just projecting.
I was dozing off. I'm sorry.
All right. Mary, 817, new roommate working out, yes or no? Well, you like her. Okay, you like her very much. Feels like there's a friendly atmosphere between the two of you. You know her from before. It's not like a cold person you don't know from anywhere. Is that correct, please?
Yes, ma'am. You know that, yeah.
All right. She is a kind person. She's considerate. She gets out alone on her own a lot. She doesn't hang on people, doesn't look to other people, make her life good or bad. She's not a droopy kind of person. And she's constructive in terms of paying her bills and keeping up with the household chores. So I see that as good also. She will be a little messier than you thought here and there. A little messier. Like some of the stuff that could stay in her room might end up in the living room or whatever, hair, stuff to do her hair with and things like that. But not to a point where it's really a problem. And she's also pretty good at cleaning up after herself if you remind her. She may be a little absent-minded here and there. So I see things cooperative there in the household. And I think that this is going to be a huge relief from things that have happened to you before, because this person would be a good roommate versus whatever you've had happen before. Okay, darling?
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. She's going to ask me to move in. And said yes, because I had a good vibe about it.
Oh, okay, wonderful. I have a good vibe
about her.
Yeah. She's a pretty good girl. She's a pretty good girl. She's a pretty good person, and I like.
Is she interested in me?
She could be. That's a whole other thing. Okay. I'd be a little careful.
I'm gonna let her move.
Is she moving into? I thought she was moving into your house the way you asked the question. Are you?
No, I moved with her. She asked me.
That's a little weird.
An extra room.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just see something here. Give me her initials, and then I'll look to interested, because I had a feeling about that.
J.
Yeah.
J.
JS or F?
I mean J. J. Hold on. Now I'm confused.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'm confused. I'm sorry. J. I mean, yeah, JF.
F like in Frank. Okay. JF. JF.
S is no, S is in Sam.
Okay. JS as in Sam. Hold on, darling.
Mhm.
No, she's not. Really? I know that sounds odd, but not one bit. She's going to keep it at a business level, at least for now. But I do feel that it's friendly. But that is right now is a really strong no that comes in on that. That'd be interesting. The way it came in so strong. I wonder why. Well, she doesn't really want to. She wouldn't ask you to move in like that if she was. She's not like that kind of person. She's a straight shooter. Okay, so this is what I think. She could be interested afterwards, but right now she's not thinking of that whatsoever. She's just genuinely opening up her home to you to share her space.
Okay.
Okay, darling?
Yes, sir. I'll let her make the move. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye. Bye.
Happy holidays. God bless.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, and we did CC. We have Jessica who's waiting for a live question. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. What can I do for you this evening?
My question is, I had a weird experience about 2 weeks ago. It was a couple days before my birthday.
Uh-huh.
My parents were away on vacation, and I was house sitting, and I felt like this weird, like, almost like a touch in my hand.
Oh. All right.
And then I felt like this like weird feeling in my stomach, like almost like butterflies.
Oh. All right.
Was that someone?
All right. Let's see. Jessica 631. Was that a soul? All righty. Well, there seems to be a. I hope I'm not projecting here, but there I see a man who would be a spirit that is in that house. Has anybody, do you know of anybody that would have passed away in that house, honey?
Yes. Well, not in the house exactly, but my grandfather passed away, I think in May or March.
Okay, well, let me just describe what I see. It's a man, okay, and why he would be showing me himself in his underwear is a little bizarre, but I think he just feels at home. He feels at home there. He just said, I feel at home there. Yes, I touched her hand once to say hello. He does show himself to me. He's got gray hair. It's kind of wavy. It's a little bit on the longer side. Actually, he has a thicker head of hair for a man his age. He's on the slender side, I just said. Very, muscles depleted, that kind of thing, a little bit on the taller side, 5'10" to 6 feet tall. That to me means a little bit taller, not a real tiny or stocky kind of fellow. He has a narrow face right now because he's lost weight. He has strong eyes. His nose is strong also, and his lips are very thin, and his chin is distinctive, I guess is a way to say it. Would that sound a bit like Grandpa, please?
No.
Well, what I see is a man that's standing there, and it's somebody like that saying hello to you. So if it's not him, then it's somebody else. If it's not Grandpa, it is this person who shows to me, and I'm going to see if I can't get any other information, and then maybe we can put it to rest. This is your parents' home, right? You said your parents' home, right?
90 seconds.
Yes, I guess. I just heard 90 seconds there. You're giving me a recording in the background, but I'm assuming you said yes. Hold on. Let me just see.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask if he would please tell me who he is. Smart guy. Huh. I have to say, it also looks like he might have worn his hair longer at one time in his life with a beard also.
60 seconds.
I know this sounds...
Oh, my God.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, longer hair.
Okay, so
go ahead, love.
I think I may know who it is. I never met him. He's my father's father.
Oh.
And currently I'm in the middle of trying to find his side of the family.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I just received pictures of what he looks like.
And he fits the description I gave with a beard and longer hair.
Yeah.
Well, that's him. You're very psychic. Do you know that? You're very psychic. Yes, you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to pick that up, you see. But he's coming in.
Seconds.
I'm going to finish this. I have 10 seconds from them, but I can still finish the reading and everything. There's something about him that's very important in your life right now, and he's coming in to say it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. You'll be able to figure the whole thing out. There's some missing information about the family line, the genetics, and also about something that's troubling you right now. This is what he's saying. I'm going to see if I can get a little more reality to that or a little bit more meaning to that. You're trying to find or look into the past, your past. There's something in the genetic code of the family that's strange or unforeseen or not yet discovered, and it will be revealed as you finish all of this. And there's something that is hidden there, and I'm going to see if he'll tell me what the problem is or what the issue is. It's a problem you're trying to solve. And you will be able to follow it through and figure out the genealogy and the family line, the family tree. And there's an answer here of no, we did not come from. And he uses a word which is really funny or interesting, from pirates. Pirates. So I'm going to make that word a little broader, and that you might be wondering if part of the family line comes from people who robbed and stealed, or maybe they were wanderers or unsavory sorts. That's what he's saying to me. I hope that makes some sense to you, honey.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of like, supposedly he worked for like a mobster.
Oh, well, that's what he's saying. That's what he's trying to say. We don't come from bad people. See, that's what he's saying. We don't come from bad people. And he also says you're not going to find out anything about that. We're all good people, hardworking people in the family, and we don't get into any other people's business like that. So that's what he meant by the word pirate, because pirates are rapes. They're rape, they pillage, they take, they do this, they do that. You know, they're usually criminals. So that's why he used that word, right? He says, so he's saying you're not going to find out anything about that because we're not like that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So you go ahead. You're welcome, honey. You go about it. Who knows what you're going to discover, but that's his opinion, all right? Okay. Thanks, love. Thank you so much for calling in, honey. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye. Okay. You just never know what this show's going to bring up. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. So if you'd like a private session, go to booklaura.com. If you put radio show in the event code field, you'll get a 25% discount. Thank you all so much for listening. I look forward to working with you on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Namaste.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.